Hi Pisces, how are we today? Just doing our weekly readings. This week we are looking at, what's important for you to know right now, whatever wants to jump on out for you for messages this week. Please subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I do really appreciate your support. It really does help the channel grow. So thank you so much for that. Now I am using, we do have the Shine from the Inside Oracle. I know that they're quite a pastel deck there. Hard to see the front face of those. I'm also using the Kipper deck. The lenormand I have this week, we have the Jester lenormand, and I also have the True Love Oracle as well. So sort of get straight on into it for you, Pisces, starting off with a bit of affirmation message for you. See what wants to come out for Pisces. Pisces, what does Pisces need to know right now? Important messages for Pisces. Pisces, important messages for Pisces. Embrace your inner divine goddess, Pisces. Beautiful. So really embracing that spirit within you that is divine and acts divine and has divine emotion and is nurturing of self, okay? So embracing all the beautiful parts about yourself, all the things that you love about yourself. And even if you're sitting there telling yourself, I don't have anything that I do love about myself, stop and think about the fact that you're very modest in that case, Pisces. So, embracing all those beautiful things about yourself at the moment. We also have trust your intuition. She's always right. Okay. So you're being asked to trust your intuition a little bit more here, Pisces. And, if that little voice in the back of your head is trying to tell you something, maybe listen and believe that little voice. There might be a reason that you are, having that feeling about somebody or something, being drawn to certain things. Pisces, important messages for Pisces. What does Pisces need to know right now? Pisces, what's going on for Pisces, please? This is a very interesting energy here, Pisces. I want to just clarify that sort of straight away, because I do have this central card here that I'm not sure exactly how that connects to the other two energies, and I'm just wanting to clarify, just clarifying that central card and showing me how it connects to these two other energies, please. Okay. So I feel like for you here, Pisces, this is straight away looking like it may be a little bit more of a relationship kind of reading for you. Looking at the energy that's going on within you and for you when it comes to relationships, okay? I want to show you that central card first. We have the despair card in the center there. I have clarified that with the ring. Okay, so we do see that this is connected to patterns and cycles that you found yourself in, feeling despair about how do I get out of this cycle? How do I break this cycle? How do I move away from a pattern or a cycle or a relationship for some of you that is not serving me or has not served me? I feel like for a lot of you, this is for those of you where this is a relationship thing, this is a past relationship that you're kind of like holding on to a little bit of the despair in regard to that. It's not feeling like bottom of the barrel kind of despair here. It's feeling like that, what was I thinking? It's more feeling like that, like the head in the hands kind of feeling is what I'm getting there. That it's not so much out and out despair. It's kind of this like, what was I thinking kind of energy, like slapping yourself in the head, like, wake up, Pisces. What are you doing? What were you doing? How do you get out of that? Like, how did you end up in that? I do feel for a lot of you, it is a past relationship. But what we see coming before that, we have the sudden wealth card here. Okay, so we are obviously looking at wealth, because I will be talking about wealth in a few facets here, but it's not the obvious one for you here, Pisces. It's within yourself. It's like we do see the poker machine kind of idea here with that sudden wealth card. And it's like you put all your chips on black, and then you spun that wheel and it landed on red, and you lost everything that you had put into this. So the wealth is like, it's a wealth of, wasted time, wasted energy, wasted love is what I'm picking up. Despair about wasting so much time, love, energy on something or someone. Because the connecting energy between the two, we have the scythe. Okay, so that shows us that there has been a sudden break or a change that has led to this, leaving you in this despair energy when it comes to this situation. So for some of you, that initial connection may have sort of come out of nowhere, or the ending of that may have come out of nowhere. It may have been a very sudden sort of break or change in the connection. But it just feels as though it's just a very sudden break in between, like investing a lot, and then bang, right when it's supposed to pay out, you lose everything. The despair is coming from, you trying to break free from that, and trying to break free from the past here. Which I do feel as though you are kind of moving into a much better cycle for yourself, because that's what you're kind of realizing with that scythe and the ring clarifying that despair. You're like, this pattern cannot continue for me. I cannot allow this pattern to continue. And with that scythe, you're like, yep, that's ended. That cycle has ended. I'm going to let that be the end of this pattern in my life. But I'm just going to kind of, sit here and kind of wallow in my misery a little bit in the meantime, because, I feel like there's this guilt that you allowed yourself to be in that situation in the first place. There's this shame over putting so much time, love, energy into that, knowing what you know now. You're kind of like, if I could go back in time, I wouldn't have given to that. I wouldn't have put so much into that, because look where it's left me. It's left me sitting here in the gutter with my hand in my head in my hands. Like, what was I thinking? What was I doing? Why did I give so much to that situation? So, I do feel as though currently your energy is sort of being very affected by this cycle you have found yourself in the past. Okay, so, but you seem to be, your energy is telling me very clearly that you have the ability to use these emotions, that's it. I refuse to allow that to repeat itself. I refuse to allow that sort of person treat me like that. I refuse to allow this to be my future. Okay, which I am seeing very clearly here with the energy. because the connecting energy moving you from despair into the next energy, we have the heart. Okay, so, I feel like it's kind of this energy of, giving yourself time to, sit there with your head in your hands and wallow in your misery a little bit. What did I do? What was I thinking? But you're kind of using that to reinforce yourself here in some kind of a way that, this next pattern, this next cycle that I'm entering into, it's not going to look like that. I choose to love myself and, move forward with love, in a more loving way for myself. This does feel very strongly of self-love and talking to yourself about what you deserve, and understanding that you didn't deserve to be treated that way, that you have been in the past, that you deserve much more than that. And now you're very adamantly going, no, I deserve stronger cycles. I deserve cycles that, go around, the love goes around and it comes back around to me. It's not just me putting it all in and not getting anything out of that. And then the next thing we're seeing here for you, we have the wealthy man. Okay, so we see somebody coming into your energy in the near future. I do feel as though this is near future. It's not necessarily current energy, because the current energy is very much like you sort of having a moment. Not going to lie, Pisces, you may be sitting there in the gutter with your head in your hands right as we sort of speak, and so that's reflecting the past. But now we're seeing you, okay, time to pick myself up, dust myself off, move forward in a very sort of loving kind of way for myself, allowing myself the space to grieve what's happened in the past so that I can move forward in a much healthier kind of way here. And we do see that coming through in the near future here. So I don't necessarily read the genders. This does seem to be somebody that you would be very intrigued by, because, with the heart connecting that energy as well, this is kind of like being ready to sort of open your heart up once again. And we do see that reference to, the wealthy man. So we've gone from that sudden wealth where things have changed quickly, and it's like you've invested a lot of your wealth into things in the past. But look at this. Here's someone who they have that wealth. They have that what's the word, foundation of wealth that they are coming from already. So they are able and willing to give that back. Okay, so, in the past, you've taken a chance. That's what this one's all about. It's you took a chance. There was no visible wealthy man in that particular instance. It was taking a chance, taking a gamble, and unfortunately, it didn't pay off. There's no gamble. There's no gamble. There's no risk here. What you see is what you get. You have this wealthy man, very stable energy, very like they've got a lot to offer in return. So this love, it's going to come back around to you here, Pisces. We see this definite entering new cycles sort of thing coming through for you here. You've broken free from taking chances, and you're like, if I'm not taking chances anymore, I'm going to, only move forward and give my heart to situations that are already showing me what they've got to offer. They've already got that. I don't need to help them. I don't need to, hope on them being what, because I'm getting this energy of, like in the past, you maybe saw somebody's potential rather than what they truly are right as is. Whereas this new person, it's like that potential has already been realized within this person. They already are all those things that you had hoped for. They already have that. They already are. Okay, so what is, there's no need to be worrying about, oh, am I taking a chance on them actually meeting their potential, because they've already met it. They've already met those expectations, and they're going to be able to provide for you, Pisces, in a way that, I'm not talking about money here. I'm talking about the emotions, the love, all those other things that make you wealthy within your own self. Okay. So even though we are seeing, I am seeing, because we are seeing two of the money sort of cards there may be there may be just some, I feel like it's more like indications for you yourself, Pisces, here, that, the first person may have been somebody who gambled. This next person is somebody who showed that they're quite stable and able to provide in financial ways as well. So the past person, they maybe were somebody that, would make purchases that didn't make sense, that seemed like a big risk, those sorts of things. Whereas this next person, they seem to be very measured and able to back themselves up when it comes to financial stuff as well. So there may be a little bit of finances leaking its way through there as well. But I just want to see if there's anything else in regards to this that Pisces needs to know about the near future with this person, please. Because, yeah, what I'm seeing here, Pisces, we have the crossroad and then the coffin. As soon as you clearly make a decision that, yep, I'm ending this cycle, because we see the coffin there where you're ending that cycle and starting a new cycle, death and rebirth. Okay, so as soon as you clearly have this moment of, that's it, I'm choosing to, choose a brand new path, choose different paths to what I've chosen in the past, choosing to not take risks with my heart anymore, to, end out all this despair over the past and move forward, choosing to move forward into my new beginnings here. Stability. We have the house here. This is stability and security within. I feel like for a lot of you, this is within love. Okay. So stability, security, something that you can create a solid family base with. Okay. But we'll have a look with the actual love deck as well. Pisces, what's going on for Pisces? Important messages for Pisces, please. Compatibility. Okay. This next person is going to be much more your equal, Pisces. There's a level of compatibility that it's not taking a chance anymore. It's not hoping for the best. It's measured and calm and compatible. Like, it's equal. Compatibility can also be seen as equal give and take. Okay. Sexual freedom. You're going to be able to explore yourself a little bit more with this person, and open yourself up to this person in ways that you maybe aren't prepared for. That with the sex stuff, there may be just some stuff that you're not prepared for when it comes to that you thought you knew where you were stood with all that, but this person kind of opens you up in a way that you aren't actually prepared for here, Pisces, in a really good way. Okay, in a really good way. for at least one of you, I am picking up that there may be an aspect of this new partnership being someone that you wouldn't normally be sexually attracted to. I am picking that up with that sexual freedom card. Sometimes it can refer to like the LGBTQI stuff as well, and exploring that side of yourself. So there's one of you where there may be a relationship with a gender that you don't normally date. That's coming through here. I am just picking that up, but that's just for one of you, and I feel like you are a masculine energy, whoever that's for, because I'm picking up like a masculine who thought that they only date women, but that may not be the case in this particular connection. Okay. So that's what I have for you today, Pisces. You are more than welcome to check your other placements, of course. Subscribe to the channel, and hopefully I'll see you all again soon.